one of these drafts had the potential to rule the game from very early on?
I think it should be a pretty back and forth one. I like the last pick bat. I also have not seen it too much versus the Ember Spirit. There's a reason though that they pick it up. Like BZM, he knows these matchups really, really well. So you should not feel like he's gonna have a good matchup versus Nisha, and double saves versus Chrono, as they mentioned, should be really nice. But lots of backline piercers on Secret, right? The Earth Spirit, the Ember Spirit, these heroes are gonna be the ones who try to disrupt in the backline to stop these SD and Venge from saving. But I mean, this should be another really. I feel like this one should be the closest of the three. Just between these like core and core matchups, but it's a ton of team fight that Secret has that maybe could overwhelm a bit of OG early on. But if OG hangs on, I could definitely see this TB being that super carry. Then again, though, Nisha Ember Spirit's been pretty successful a lot of the times for Secret too. It's one of their most successful hero combos for them. But yeah.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. I mean, definitely something to draw away from last game was how well OG were able to play with these saves. You know, so seeing them have these sort of, you know, solid saves again for their cause. You know, there's definitely reason to believe we might see some clutch stuff coming out. So really down to Secret to deal with those backlines, as you say. And they do have the ways to, or at least the heroes to do that.
Yeah, and let's see how this bottom lane is going to do in particular too. The Death Prophet overall, as his 3 position, has been one of the stronger, if not the strongest off lane, as we've seen Tundra and Boom prioritize it so heavily. Taiga, it's just going to be some harassment, but I feel like this bottom lane could apply a lot of pressure onto TB because Venge is traditionally not the strongest laner as a 5 position. So we'll see how that one all plays out. Depends on how many roles connect and how aggressive they really are able to be on the side of Secret. And let's see if that time dilation does come out early on. Versus both the SD and versus the Sand King could definitely see some really big benefits if Sumail grabs it early on. YapzOr going for Courier Snipes. Oh, misses a little bit of the first hit.
A bit of hesitation there.
Yep. Make sure he's going to block the pull camp. And even block out, well, the hard camp was blocked anyway from the sentry, but he was making sure he double blocked with the creeps as well as his body.
Now mid lane. Want to get some action here underneath the tower. As Nisha definitely showing that sleight of fist, you keep it spammed, and it definitely hurts nowadays as a hero.
And the Flame Guard now is a little bit different, the way that it absorbs, so potentially could save him versus some of that damage that comes out versus Batrider. I've seen it. It's really to each their own, because I've seen some players, they just go slight chains in this matchup, and then I've seen other players, they still just get the Flame Guard, so it's cool to see that Nisha's still going Flame Guard. I think it was, I want to say it was Bryle who played this matchup. I could be mixing. I've been watching way too much Dota, too many regions, but I remember somebody else playing the same matchup, and they went slight chains.
Top. See if they have an attempt on Tiger here. Somehow.
No bashes.
I had to check if he skilled it there. I was like, hang on. Not getting a single one.
And I think the thing that Waga touched at the end of the game is one thing I did want to talk about quite a bit too, is I really think these Death Prophet ultis early could be really important. If they do have some that just don't work in the first 2, like he was mentioning, it could be pretty painful for them to actually set up on any tower pushes.
One of them, Misha. Taking quite a bit of damage here from the 2, but not enough. He'll be fine.
Because the side of OG, they have natural tower push when it comes to like the Tower Blade. He's going to eventually just be able to set up on these towers with meta, but on the side of Secret, it's really just about Exo. It's either Exorcism or they have to like win a huge fight, which they do have the tools to do with all their big team fight ults. There's a whiff there from Puppey.
A little bit of a miss. Bottom lane again. YapzOr trying to mess with the pulls. The pressure onto Yuragi under his tower, but Yuragi's chilling. He's having a fine old time hitting the creeps. Hasn't been slowed down quite yet. Meanwhile, on the other half of the map, Sumail having a bit more pressure put on him.
I'm surprised that YapzOr actually allows this small camp to spawn. I don't feel like they should be letting this small camp spawn on the bottom side. Because if Misha's able to pull, like as a 5 position with TB is one of the easiest last hitters under tower. You're able to get like every single one. So I think they need to stop that from happening, because ideally with this lane, they want to pressure the TB. If he's not getting pressured, you're probably not feeling so good, as Ice is falling behind on last hits too.
Top lane. Again, Sumail trying to commit for these kills, but not quite getting enough bashes to get the job done as Tiger and Amar remain safe. Able to hold the lane in quite a good position here for the Moji.
Oop, does get the salve. Puppy was able to cancel it off of Tiger there. And mid, well, pretty even. I mean, Nisha's holding his own. Did only go for the 1 point in the Flame Guard, then he's going to change to Protect.
Oh,
now,
nice.
though.
Yeah, TPs have to come in.
There's the chain, that 1 point. Oh, TP was stopped bottom, I believe.
Nisha, I don't think he's dead.
Yep.
BZM's able to get the job done. He's got the Fairy Fire, but he'll still die. Reset himself. And yeah, indeed,
well,
what was going on the side there? Someone must have stopped something.
I think it was YapzOr TPing, and it was stunned from Misha. I think he TP'd in Vision. I didn't catch like, the instant of it, but you check. His is the only one that's on cooldown.
I mean, yeah, it's a big TP cancel.
Yep.
If that comes in, maybe they're still losing the Ember Spirit, but they're able to at least capitalize on the fact that you're getting some XP in return. Having support to be there for the bat dying under the tower.
Yep, and we were just mentioning, Nisha was holding his own, but then boom, BZM goes very early aggressive, and he's going to hit 6 a bit before the Ember Spirit because of that kill too. So he could get a secondary setup on Nisha.
They got to be really ready to bring the TPs in.
Yep.
To protect Nisha if BZM dives.
Puppy trying to take away a water rune at least from BZM, but not able to. BZM keeps that one there from. Oh, he actually doesn't pick it up. Okay, he left it.
On bottom lane, YapzOr. One more hit from Yuragi. Now OG's going to be able to take him down. Misha will go out and return, but Yuragi getting the opportunity to take a kill on top of the free farm that he's already getting down here. Is going to be feeling very good for the Terrorblade.
I feel like you're super happy if you're OG right now with the way things are going. Your TB's not getting pressured from this Death Prophet pick.
Tiger's able to knock down the courier there that was taking the boots out for Sumail.
Oh, Puppy. One more stack and he's likely dead from a disruption plus a 5th stack.
He's got to hide deep in the trees.
Yeah, has to be careful.
Can't afford to mess around with Tiger at this level.
And when I see Sankings doing this well in lane, I tend to see these Sankings, some of the times they get shut down super hard in lane. He's having a full free farm as well. BZM. Holding on to skill point. Will be able to get himself a nice regen rune too. Also, to point out is that Nisha didn't go for the bottle this early. He will afterwards, but since he's playing versus Batrider, he just went for the upgraded wand for those charges, straight into Corrosion. Just for the spam. Even though he did die the once, he is holding his own pretty decently. But still has to be cautious. BZM's holding the skill point.
Yeah, he's really threatening him here in the mid.
He's got lasso. Oh. Very close if he gets the lasso there.
Yeah, well, it would have probably been a kill. He got the stacks of napalm up to about 5 already. So, and Nisha having to play very, very cautious in this matchup now.
And this is the first EXO used down bottom. They have 3 heroes on OG to respond to it.
Yeah, it's going to be hard to get too many hits on the tower. I guess they don't have Metamorphosis up for 40 seconds, so a little vulnerable on the Terrorblade.
A little vulnerable on Ice too if he's not careful. It's quite a bit of damage that still comes out from his stun plus just the Wave of Terror. Yeah, he's not going to get much tower damage at all from the reaction. And as we mentioned, Amar, since he was having such a good start top, he's able to be left on his own for a moment. Secret's trying to maybe go for him, but it's difficult with his positioning.
Do you imagine top lane when Sumail hits the 6? Can they go straight away for a kill attempt on Amar, or do these two just not kill this Sand King?
They should be able to kill him. Might bring in a 3rd hero. Okay, they're actually going to bring the 3rd hero before it even.
They need what, a couple more? Yeah, need about a couple more creeps for the 6. They're going to try and make the move here.
Okay.
But Amar, he's still got Burrow Strike and Sandstorm. So maybe a bit early on the jump. They're not quite able to fully connect, and Amar can just walk it off.
It's right before he hits 6 too. Maybe a little bit premature from YapzOr. Like Sumail 6 off 1 creep.
Yeah, now they could have got it.
Yeah.
So a little bit of a missed opportunity there.
Top rune. Silence from YapzOr.
A lot of backup here for BZM though. Secret know it. They roll out. They don't want to mess around with the 3 of them. OG more than prepared for Secret trying to have a poke at BZM.
One of the best runes you can get on an Ember early on. Max Light into the DD. I think it's like DD and Arcane Rune just feels super strong whenever you're able to get it this early on. It's like now you can't really make the aggressive play. Look at that, 2 slights. It's down to 400 HP. And the support's now playing around the Ember Spirit, knowing how strong Nisha is with this DD. They can perhaps get some tower damage themselves.
Yeah, BZM's going to opt to just go straight back to base and refuel before he gets out.
This is huge. Like, this is literally just because DD. They're maybe just going to get the full mid tower, which we're mentioning their draft is lacking a bit of push when they don't have Exorcism. That's pretty massive. completely dead.
Middle tower is under attack. Radiant's middle tower has fallen.
Most gracious.
We'll see where they head to next. Secret. I mean, their eyes are going to be on the bottom lane for sure. You know, ready to push around that exorcism that's back up in 5 seconds.
Mara's been holding a skill point for a long time.
Secret, they were trying to catch Shiragi there.
They got Exorcism available now too, so scouting out OG heroes, now they're going to be able to probably get a secondary tower.
Yeah, these are quick towers.
Yep. This is pretty important for them to get this type of early advantage. When they're, like we're mentioning, you know, their lineup without Exo can lack to take them. They'll have good ways to get into that TB, and already have deep aggressive wards too to watch where Yuragi's farming.
Radiant's bottom tower has fallen.
Easier access now for them.
Yeah, ice. Just immediately over towards the mid, make sure that OG themselves don't get any chance to push in. I mean, not that it's going to be easy for OG to push. You know, they're pretty much relying on when Yuragi wants to turn up for the fights. Outside of the Terrorblade, they're not really going to be taking down any towers.
Yeah, absolutely. They also are pretty limited on their tower push, but they're a much greedier draft, right? Because I feel like that's always what it is when you're playing with Terrorblade. You're all about taking it to later stages and just playing that farm up. And looking at the prep, take a look at those Ancients. Yeah, you see 6 camp stacked. There's a reason. It's enormous. Amar, he's going to be the one to take it, though. He wants to get that early blink so they can fight around those early towers, even though they've already lost 2 of them. He's even eppying it. Okay. All about that speed. It doesn't mean 2 minutes where they won't have it, but I guess they already lost their 2 main tier 1s, so he's just trying to get that blink timing so they can fight back. All right. I did see, I think it was Chalice.
He popped a Ravage,
He popped a Ravage for
yeah,
one,
yeah.
so I've seen people
That's the
farming
meta
some
now.
stacks.
Drop these ults to clear those stacks as quickly as you can.
And he's gonna have blink done. That's pretty huge. So now they'll actually have forms of initiation, which they were lacking. And what's BZM got? Just the bots into BKB, the standard.
Now Sumail doing Mask of Madness done.
He's farmed up.
And he's well on the way in towards the Maelstrom next.
Both itemizing to deal with the Terrorblade, as well on the Ember Spirit, as we see. Javelin into Maelstrom too, on Nisha soon.
Dire's top
But now with Blink Dagger done,
attack.
OG likely to make a move, but they won't have Epicenter, so they're going to be lacking pretty decent amount of damage, at least burst, to take somebody out.
Yeah, they'll sort of need to have that extra lockdown of BZM with
They've
the
got the
lasso.
bots, right? So
Yeah.
he can bots in onto a stun and potentially look for something, but
I think as long as Sumail has a +1 up here, it's not really going to be a kill they can go for OG. The Secret know that. They're keeping both supports up here around Sumail.
Puppy's a bit underleveled at the moment. I think Yapster took the tome too. Let me look at the careers. Yeah, it looks like he did. So no ult yet on Puppy. So no Mortimer Kisses to lay down inside the Chronosphere. Nice.
Now they're going to get the lasso.
He's very dead.
Yeah, back into the reach of Yuragi. An easy pick off for OG there.
And it's very thankful for Ice that he actually was winding up the Exo. You saw the animation. If he Exos there and dies, that would be brutal. It's Yuragi, yeah. Who got the last hit? It was Yuragi, so inflation of gold for the TB.
A very balanced start, really. Nobody falling behind.
No, and another quiet, panel said they want a really action-packed 12 minutes. These teams are playing very careful.
Yeah.
Dire's top tower
And
is
just in
under
terms
attack.
of the state of the map, Secret have made more progress. They themselves still yet to lose a tier 1 tower.
And it's looking like it's going to be really hard for OG to look to set up for those, because TB, he doesn't want to set up for those towers unless there's multiple heroes dead.
Yeah.
Because he could just die to the Ember Spirit plus Earth Spirit combo, or just a Chrono plus Kisses. So many different combos that Yuragi could just die to.
Top lane, Amar's ready to look to go. Epicenter, he's going to go for Puppy.
Sumail's here.
Immediate TPs are coming in, the Chrono's down.
That's just
Sumail is
new.
going to be able to catch both cores. Roll over from Yapsor, they've got the chains from Nisha, they've locked down BZM. BZM, he's going to go down as well here. Amar, he'll look to TP out, but Yapsor is able to cancel the escape. Rolls in, Secret, they'll take the 2 of them. A little bit over-aggressive there from OG. Secret, they shut it down immediately.
He was so ready. Like, Sumail was literally waiting in the tree line for them to go for some type of play there. Yeah, not worth it for OG at all. And now another tower potentially going to go down.
They should be able to get this tier 1 as well. the push continues here from Secret. So 13 minutes in, all tier 1s taken down. They're definitely doing what they need to do against like this Terrorblade lineup and really starting to restrict the amount of map that he'll have access to safely.
That's a Maelstrom done for Nisha already. He's going to be hurting. All 3 cores looking very strong. And Yuragi, like we said, it's going to take him quite a long time to be able to join into these fights. Watch again. Look at Sumail. Like, he's just waiting, just patiently, right next to the Sand King. And yeah, I mean, you couldn't ask for a better chrono.
That leaves no options for OG there. They didn't quite have anyone else coming up in time. I mean, I think, yeah, you sort of saw in that fight as well. Tiger was heading around, but as soon as that chrono was landed, he sort of noped out of there. He was like, right, this fight's over. There's no one that he can save.
Now there's no chrono, no exo, so they can actually get a tower of their own on the side of OG. These back and forth trades. Still playing it a bit cautious though, just using the illusions at the moment. We'll finish it off. TP's back to the tier 2 just to farm some ancients. Look at that efficiency TP by Yuragi. Didn't want to even have to walk.
I mean, some fantastic stacks here for Yuragi. If he can farm these up, he'll start to close that overall net worth difference. A Secret there, that 3k lead. It'll take him a bit of time to clear these.
Looks like they want to set up for top again, but it's just Puppey.
And we're seeing how hot Secret are on the TP reactions, so trying to poke at a hero close to a tower, you've got to expect a response.
And look at bottom, they're trying to set up for a kill, but the ward's already placed from Secret, so Nisha, he's just going to regen up.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
OG cannot set up for another kill. How's the BKBs looking? Ice almost has his done. So that's going to be really strong for him to protect versus the burst damage of the epicenter. And have everybody else, yeah. It looks like triple BKB timing that Secret wants to go for. I mean, into epicenter, into Sand King, definitely makes sense. Into Batrider too.
And whilst they'll have some control through the BKBs, damage through the BKB is pretty much completely down to the Terrorblade, Yuragi being ready to fight. If they Secret are able to disable him, control him, or fight away from him, chances are these BKBs are going to be very hard for OG to deal with.
He needs the Scotty before he really wants to turn up. Like Scotty can turn up. Scotty BKB is when he's really strong, but he needs to stay ahead if he wants to have that type of game for the side of OG. It's really like a lot of pressure on Yuragi, it feels like, to carry this game now, with the way that those lanes went and the way that Secret was able to get all 3 tier 1s.
Secret, they could look to make a smoke move, right? If they want to, they've got their ults.
Absolutely.
There we
BKB
go.
on DP level 12. They could even look to force like a Roche early on.
Yeah, they could walk into Roche and take it. Absolutely.
They're thinking about it.
Multiple options here. Do they want to try and look for a kill? Do they want to just take the Roche? They could do either.
Yep. Get some wards maybe in the triangle, scout it out so that you can see anything happening. They see the ward already placed from OG outside the pit.
Yeah.
They're going to kill it. And yeah, watching that Roche. But getting, walking up into high ground was a nice peek to try to see if they can catch somebody. I don't think OG is going to look to fight this.
It's just going to be very quick with the Ghost.
Yeah. And what, they got Medallion on Puppey too, so going straight for that Solar Crest to enable his carries and to give better Roche.
Smoke's just coming a little too late. They make the line in towards the triangle of Secret. Or Secret elsewhere, and now OG will realize with the Aegis being picked up by Sumail, it's going to make it very tricky to walk into a fight. You can only imagine with the Aegis on Sumail now, they'll have to just fall back to defensive maneuvers and just making sure that Yuragi has the space to get this Skadi BKB before Secret come with a fight.
Yeah. And it's like Sumail's playing it calm. It's not like he's forcing anything with these Chronospheres. He knows he's playing into double saves. So I feel like he's playing like this very reactive Faceless Void, which is perfect this game. He can just sit back and farm, wait for OG to overstep like they did earlier, and then land that big Chrono as he has. Arcane Rune down bottom. Pretty big one if Nisha's able to grab. Dream Runes for an Ember. And how's OG's BKBs looking? BZM has it. So now they have 2 different forms of being able to initiate fights themselves too.
Now, who do you think sort of is going to be the main aim for BZM when he goes in with the BKB and looks for the lasso?
If he can get Nisha, like, if they can chain stun Nisha, absolutely, because there's not really any save, but it's not an easy task by any means. Secret smoked up, heading toward bottom, looking to protect the Death Prophet.
Oh, we see OG not going to fall for this move at all, though. They're not making any sort of aggressive moves to any of the cores when they show on the lane.
Not after that first one went so badly, right? After they tried to make their first aggressive move, it got counteracted with the Chrono, so now they're just playing like the Yuragi sit back and farm, because he is pulling further and further ahead. 1,600 ahead of his counterpart. Scotty soon on the menu. And he does always have Shadow Demon too, something we can't ever write off by any means. Shadow Demon plus Terrorblade is a pretty painful combo if he's able to just disrupt him in fights. Those TB illusions are very scary. And he does, I believe, have Lens already finished on Taiga, as well as having Keen Optics, so positioning for him, staying out of the Chronosphere should be a bit easier. And yeah, all on Yuragi, right? All about buffing up TB. Do they have any itemization that are any like medallions or anything? No, not quite. I mean, Misha's pretty poor, and I believe he wants the shard early as possible. Secret's showing. Getting time to finish up their BKBs while they have this Aegis. Not having to force the issue anymore.
Oh, they're starting to get themselves back over on OG's side of the map.
Oh, look at that. Puppy switched it up a little bit. Rather than finishing up the Solar, he just picks up a full Dominator. Cool. Now he's got his own combo. Cookie Centaur Stomp.
Yeah, I think the more stuns are definitely going to make the difference. You know, one of the threats in these fights is if they don't kill Yuragi during like the Chronosphere, like once he has Skadi BKB, I think he has a Terrorblade in this sort of matchup, you know, seeing what he's against, there's a very big chance that he can just stand his ground, put the meta, and turn and face Secret head on.
Oh, absolutely.
You know, this is not a bad game for a Terrorblade to try and carry 1v5.
No,
So if those ults don't kill him, he will probably kill you.
Yeah, because he's got Venge Aura naturally behind him as long as the Venge doesn't die. Double saves too. So yeah, he's definitely set up for success. As long as they don't get multi-hero chronoed, multi-hero hit by these huge ultimates that Secret does have, there is still potential for this TB to carry. Such a slow game though, 4-4, right? This is pretty crazy how careful both teams are being.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
See how much Secret try and push it now. They've only got 1 minute left on the Aegis. It's like the tier 2 tower.
But they've been able to farm the extra 2 BKBs, right? They have tri-BKB, so it just makes the playmaking, especially for Amar, a lot more difficult.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
I do feel that this Terrorblade is going to be scary.
He's getting to a point.
They've got to kill him at the start of the fights. And these saves, swaps, and disruptions, it's not going to be easy. Now, Yuragi is very well farmed, and BKB's, he's not going to care about them at all. You know, if Sumail gets in, jumps in, can't time walk back out, suddenly the metamorphosis damages this Terrorblade is going to really, really hurt him.
It's going to be a lot of eyes on Yapsor and Nisha, how they're controlling the backline,
Yeah.
right? That's the reason that they went for these 2 picks. Just get on top of Venge, get on top of SD, so that the rest of you can actually solve the Terrorblade issue. Let's see. This might be the big fight that kicks off.
Now they're heading into the triangle.
Nisha.
Go for the quick kill onto Misha. Most of OG will do best to get out of here.
Invis Ruin just walks up the high ground.
Now see how much Secret try and force it. Now with the Aegis lost from themselves, but having those BKBs. I mean, maybe they themselves don't feel under pressure. They feel like with the power of the Chronosphere, that they're happy to take this slow.
Yeah, maybe. I mean, they have so many different combos inside of it with the Snapfire and with like the DP backing up, so maybe they feel like that. But the TB is getting that much more farmed because he's able to go for a greedier route. Taiga.
See what they can do in return. We're going to have the Metamorphosis come out from Yuragi. He's ready to try and tackle this fight. BZM's in with the BKBs, looking for a lasso opportunity. He's going to try and chase out Puppy. Amar back in with a burst strike will get him. Sumail jumps forward. See the damage though, look at the damage. He's going to get the chrono off just in time, but he's falling low. He has to time walk back to safety. The swap from Misha came out, silenced it down to Yuragi. Yuragi's getting burst low. He's not able to get the Sunder off. They're taking out 3 here, Secret. And Ice with the Ghost out. He's doing damage. BZM will lock him down with the lasso, but the exorcism is burning through them. Triple kill for Nisha. As 3 will still die on Secret, a 3 for 4, and Amar, he's not done. He's going to jump over towards Nisha. Nisha very low on mana. Has he got any other options to get out of there? Amar, he'll lay down the Sandstorm. Nisha can't escape. So it ends up being Amar getting quite the cleanup. Sumail will jump over, see if he can get his hands on Amar, but it won't be the case. So quite an explosive fight there from Secret, very much on the edge. I mean, you saw Sumail's chrono. He nearly died in that. You know, Tiger trying to beat him down from outside as just a Shadow Demon with how low Sumail got. And they get a great start, but Amar, he kind of is the one that survives through it all.
I was so close. This was such a scary fight from both sides. It's like, literally what, like 10% HP on Void and then 10% HP on Yuragi. Gets burst down from Nisha. Look at this.
So close to dying there. 1 hit away, Sumail.
Like, Tiger's hitting him as a Shadow Demon. It looks hilarious.
And then you see Yuragi, the silence. He doesn't get a chance to find a Sunder. You see him stepping over, trying to get in range for a Sunder, but he couldn't quite do so.
I mean, this ending, too. Just Ice being able to stand his ground with that EXO onto the bat. I mean, all in all, it comes out like pretty even trades, right? Like,
I think Amar like went up like 4 levels in that team fight. Yeah. I'm pretty sure it was like 16 at the start. He's now level 20.
And he's almost, I think he almost has a full E-Blade too. So he's probably really happy about all this.
He had a great time in that fight.
Yeah, that was wild. But definitely seeing the power of the Terrorblade when he's getting this farmed. I think that was before he even had Reaver. So if they're not able to burst down this TV, you can definitely see the problem that could be coming in the next few moments.
No, absolutely.
Next few fights.
Yeah, they were very, very close to sort of being at the mercy of Yuragi's Terrorblade.
And yeah, a full Ethereal Blade now for Amar. Whew.
I mean, it's another save as well. You know, these chronos are not easy for Sumail. Very, very much multiple methods that OG can use to just really create an issue for Sumail, trying to lock down and kill any of these cores in the Chronosphere.
Bit surprising to see most of these Sand Kings I've seen, they usually buy the shard really early. Amar actually hasn't gone for it. I guess because he is playing into like the triple BKBs and stuff like that, but just looking to prioritize his own bigger items. Kind of cool to point out.
Time for the smoke from Secret. They've got their ults up ready to go.
Taiga did purchase his shard as a smoke for smoke.
Oh, Misha. Get the magic missile out. Yuragi from the side, puts the metamorphosis. Nisha jumps in deep onto the support. Straight away takes out Misha. Buyback will come out. Both OG supports go down. Tiger does not himself have buyback available.
Dream start for Secret to the fight.
See if Amar can get the jump in. There's the lasso. Amar revving up the epicenter with the E-Blade. He's going to jump straight to the backlines onto Nisha. The magical damage, it's enough. Amar will be able to take him down. Sumail turns over towards Amar. He's got the Chronosphere. He's going to catch Yuragi off to the side. The swap's there, swapping Sumail out. And now with Yuragi's meta still going, Sumail dies. 3 dead on Secret. OG, they're ready to chase over towards Puppey as well. A Secret, they'll lose 4, they'll lose the mid-tier 1 tower, and we're really seeing just the matter of fact, if they don't kill this Terrorblade, Yuragi, he will clean up these team fights.
And the way they started it was so good too, right? Like Nisha, he got on top of both supports, executed them almost immediately, but then the buyback comes in, they're able to just stick on the targets a lot easier, and I mean, Amar's E-Blade pays off instantly.
Yeah, he just completely solos Nisha at the back of the fight.
Nisha, I feel like he popped his BKB a little bit early here, and then he's just got no remnants. So you just see Amar, he's focusing. He's definitely looking at this Ember Spirit, just waiting for an opportunity to jump.
He really is. He knows exactly where he wants to go.
Look at this, revving it up, and then Nisha just walks right into it. Yeah, beautifully executed, really, by the side of OG. And the Chrono, though, right? The Chrono, and then watch this Mask of Madness by Sumail, too. BKB, Mask of Madness, and then he's just stuck inside of this, gets swapped into an awkward position, and he is just done from there.
I mean, yeah, excellent swap from Misha. He had multiple targets. He knows he takes Sumail out. He's going to be able to save Amar in that situation.
And these saving supports, even though Misha died, his buyback was everything there to be able to cause this kind of spiral of effects. And now this TB, who's gone for a greedy route, is way ahead.
Yeah. He's going to have even more just raw sort of strength coming out.
You see that? We got the denied haste thrown into the pickup, same frame. Lovely.
Frame perfect. There we go. But yeah, Yuragi even like getting the SMY as well. Just going for the pure HP. So he doesn't die in these team fight ultimates, the Chronospheres. It's already been the case. It just, I mean, how do Secret kill this Terrorblade?
Have to 100 to 0 him somehow, but how do you have to control the backline while also getting the Chronosphere on him at the same exact time, and it's starting to feel more and more difficult. As yeah, Satanic SNY and the Paladin Sword also. Can't forget to point that one out, so extra lifesteal on top of everything. Also, Ceremonial Robe we see picked up there from Amar, so we saw how much damage he did with an Ethereal Epi Burrow. Now throw a 10% on top of it. Even more so.
It's going to be quite some time before Secret have that next step up in damage output.
Yes.
You know, with obviously what Sumail's playing against, he has to get this Lincoln Sphere. But, you know, having to go through the BKB and Lincoln's route, it's really going to just put a halt on the scaling of his right click.
Yeah, they both actually are doing it. Nisha as well going for Lincoln's, just wanting to be safe first the bat, but does feel like they're going to be limited on damage to kill TB.
Yeah, I mean, all the damage item they have is a Maelstrom here. They will catch the bat solo. That'll be an easy one. BZM, this is how they'll find the kills, if they can get these pickoffs. Something that OG hasn't really let them find the opportunity to do so far in this game, but that time round, BZM a little behind from the rest of his team. Roshan is up. I mean, there's no bat for 50 seconds. Secret, we'll see if they'll try and take this away. I think OG will try and fight this, even though they're just 4v5. They know there's no chrono. Over to the side, there's the jump of Might in with a two-man Burrow Strike. Yapsor's taken out, immediate buyback from him. Nisha going straight over towards the SD. The Fear will push back Yuragi for now. Tiger will fall. Further buyback comes out from Tiger. OG, they want to make sure they can keep Yuragi fighting fit in this
Amar's dead.
Engagement. So can they get the jump on Yuragi? Yuragi. Close the gap here, Sumail, trying to get in on top of him.
He Mask of Madness.
Damage here from Yuragi.
Sumail needs to be way more careful.
He's got to run. Back up to the high ground, he goes with the time walk, he'll make it away.
Oh my, I mean, every time I see Mask of Madness running into like a TB, you have to be careful. Like this minus armor plus the silence effect.
And now Yuragi's just going to step straight into the pit. He's going to look to start taking Roshan down himself.
Meta's ending.
Good job dodging the cookie there. I mean, with no Chronosphere, it's hard for Secret to get in on this. Even without the meta, Yuragi, as farmed as he is, he's going to feel very strong.
No Chrono, no Exorcism. Yeah, they're completely lacking on their damage to go through him. And Amar, he's looking to catch something.
Sumail is going to have to link his pop. Straight away, they're in with the stun. The follow-up magic missile there. Limit Cape comes out. Sumail's able to time walk to the side, but Puppey goes down. There's the lasso. They've locked down Sumail. Sumail will fall. He's out for 75. No buyback on him. Nisha will catch BZM with the chains, but he's got to keep his distance. He's got to stay away from Yuragi.
Roche is dying.
Have they got anyone else they could jump in with? They're going to try. Yapso tries to roll over in time, but he's swapped out. Yuragi's able to get the kill, pick up the Aegis. Ice for the BKB, tries to commit for Amar. The BKB short to end. They've got the sentry down, so they will finish up. Oh no, Yuragi, he stuns him. That will keep Amar safe. Yuragi basically sacrificing the Aegis here to keep Amar alive, and now Amar's able to get the epicenter going. He's going to jump straight away over towards Ice, as Nisha will put the BKB, look to beat back into Amar, but Amar's
still alive.
He's up in the air with the Yules. Puppey jumps down, the blast will get Amar. But again, this should be a cleanup for Yuragi. Puppey's up to the high ground, but BZM's there waiting for him. As Puppey goes down, Secret, they put everything into trying to take this fight around Roshan, but they still can't quite do it. OG stay on top.
Oh, and there's, I mean, the little things inside this fight were crazy. Just Yapsor tries to roll in to perhaps steal it, and I think Amar body blocks it, and they also swap the Earth Spirit.
I mean, can they do anything here? Yuragi is on his own. Nisha's got... Look at this body blocking here. Yuragi's like, get out of my way.
I mean, that's Satanic.
Sumail's back up, but yeah, indeed, Yuragi is able to break out of the chains. They're not going to be able to lock him down in time.
Wild fight. Like a million different spells used, like... Yuragi trying to stick on targets and watching him try to fight without meta is just crazy, but then this Sunder
Look at this save
it's
there.
Perfect. Oh. And because of that, it results in a couple extra kills, right? The epicenter on ice, and then they get Puppey afterwards. They do end up inevitably losing Amar, but well worth it for OG. As he got the shard too, right? Yeah, shard was taken by the Terrorblade, I believe.
It's got a lot of money as well after that.
Yeah.
Yuragi, 5k gold, just continues to flow in for him. I mean, what do you think he'll look to replace that wand with? Any particular core item that's going to be very hard for...
I was about to say, go straight damage now at this point, because you're watching Sumail. In these situations, it's like, if he pops Mask of Madness and there's Daedalus, he's going to get like 3-shotted.
Oh, absolutely, yeah. If those crits come in.
Yep. And he already has, like, he doesn't need to go for anything defensive because he has SD and Venge, and hard to point out in some of these fights 'cause it's so crazy. I saw Taiga tried it. I think he used Demonic Cleanse in that fight on him too. It's really hard to keep track of all these things inside these crazy fights, but that's going to be something that's always able to protect this Terrorblade. Doesn't have to go for BKB because he's always got this like constant dispel versus the silences, the chains, the time dilation, etc.
Time is money.
If Taiga gets it off. Still a very close game, but this Terrorblade continuing to just be way at the top.
Yeah, they need so much more damage, Secret.
Yeah. They've got Nisha, who's still pumping out at deeps, but Sumail's definitely, you're seeing the lack of damage from him. What rune did BZM get? Arcane, it's a big one. Really still up to execution in most of them, though. Just how these chronos are going to come out. Do they have the backline controlled? Does Yuragi have meta as well? We saw how long the last fight went off. That meta actually came... Meta finished and almost came back off cooldown.
Sumail.
It's almost got me. He's got me on there. So he's got his own damage now.
I like this. He did have the Skadi queued up first, but yeah, this extra attack speed, extra magical potential. This is... This is what he absolutely has to get. He's got to be able to pop the chrono and at least kill something in it before it comes to an end.
And he's got the 20 talent too. I don't think he had that one before either. So he's got the 120 attack speed. Always really important. Even Elven Tunic. Small little things, but he'll have a little bit of evasion to perhaps deal with that TB. And I always have to mention, the static charge, I feel like it's something people really overlook on Mjolnir. Putting it on yourself when you're into like Firefly, Sandstorm, any type of damage instances. It can start to do quite a lot. Just watching Puppy with his little small creep as well too with his Dominator. It's kind of funny.
Smoke up from OG. They're not scared to take these fights straight into the ultimates of Secret now with how strong they feel Yuragi is.
And Secret is split. Like, Puppy's in the top lane, but they've all drawn to go bottom. This could be a pretty disastrous spot for Secret.
See how quick the reaction is from Secret as soon as OG's show.
BZM is very fast. They saw the slight.
Awesome Sumail. They just dropped the chrono immediately.
They've got Nisha
He's going to be able to jump over as well. There's the swap over to the side. Amar's able to use up. Can he get away from this? He can't. The silence is there as he comes down. They bring down Amar. Yuragi trying to stand his ground against Ice. Magic Missile comes in, it's going to work. Ice taking out Sumail. He's trying to battle the Terrorblade, but he has to time warp to a safe distance. He cannot stand toe-to-toe with Yuragi right now. As Yuragi's ready to chase down more, he's getting the slow in onto Puppy with the Skadi. Puppy to full. Double kill for Yuragi.
He's just so strong. They can't deal with him.
They just can't get close to him. Sumail's dead. It's a triple kill. He's ready to keep going. Ice fought back for this one. They've got to kill this Terrorblade, but the heals are there. The fear will momentarily push back Yuragi. But they just cannot get close to this man. The rest of his team dies, but he's just at no threat of dying himself. It's really gotten to the point where the whole 1v5, it just seems to be too much for Secret. This Terrorblade is completely taken over. He's 10k net worth ahead of anyone else in the game. He just walked out of that fight with 6k gold ready to go towards his next item. They just can't kill this man.
No, they can't yet. And it was a combo of everything, too. The Chrono actually comes out catching two of the heroes, but on the south side, I don't think you can see it on the camera, but BZM actually got the grab onto the Ember Spirit. So you hear it on the south right there. That's actually Ember is lassoed during all of this Chronosphere. So perhaps if they had that extra damage, maybe they could have taken Yuragi out, but a great grab from BZM to at least cause Yuragi to just be able to hold his ground. He's just a full raid boss.
Even with a buyback from Ice, it's not able to turn things around.
Like, look at this damage in the fight. Peaking at over the 300 constantly. That's
looking very terrifying. They're keeping it close. As we see, they're able to kill everybody else. It's not easy, but they did manage to pull it off their Secret, taking everyone else down.
Next time is going to be even harder, though. He gets rid of his Dragon Lance, buys the BKB, has still 5,000 gold, too, so he can buy back and join into the next fight or go for that next big item soon. He's 12,000 ahead of Sumail.
That's insane.
It also was a fight where Amar got nothing off too, right? Amar died before getting, I think, maybe he just got like one like Sandstorm or something off. Now he's got Aeon Disc, so he's got something to protect himself versus Chronosphere on top of the swap that almost saved him last time. Still a very close game, but still just feeling the power of Yuragi that he should be able to carry this one. 11-1-6 on his Terrorblade. Couple items picked up after the fight, didn't point out. YapzOr now has Ags. I think Ember Spirit also picked up the Ag Nisha. Also picking up 25. So more explosive damage, maybe potential more control and save that will be coming out from YapzOr too. But I'm really just looking at Sumail not getting that big scaling that's coming along in these later instances. He's starting to fall significantly far behind. As Yuragi's gonna have to start like replacing items, potentially buying an Aghanims and eating it himself too, because he's 7,000 gold.
How long? Well, yeah, Roshan is up.
It's up.
So, I mean,
ooh, and it's got a free Ags. Okay, so there you go.
Yeah, there you go.
Doesn't even have to buy it if they're able to get into the pit on the side of OG.
See if they want to step into it. Of course, Secret, they have all their ults at the ready.
Nisha's also almost got another full item on top of that Ags too. He almost has Refresher if he chooses to go for it. Even finding himself a nice Spell Prism. And ooh, look at this, the Harpy.
A little bit of a quick kill here behind the tier 2.
Puppy's Dominator.
Not your best effort.
Oh, double damage for Yuragi.
Oh.
Probably in Secret's best interest to stay away from him.
He has 8,500 gold. Amar gets rid of the Harpy.
Now he's ready to start some action here mid. I mean, Yuragi's got a DD. Secret, they've got to run.
I think this fight's really hard for Secret now that Amar also hit 25. We have Sandstorm blind. So we're mentioning, you know, the Void being behind in gold. Now we have a Sandstorm blind on top of everything too, with his Aeon Disc. It really does feel like these fights are getting, even though it's only like a 1K gold lead, that feels like it's not telling the story. It just feels like OG's fight's a lot easier to execute than Secret's is at the moment. It's just a lot of pressure on Sumail to land this humongous chrono.
Yeah, it's got to be some insane stuff. And yeah, it really isn't easy. OG's positioning has made it very, very difficult for Sumail to find those opportunities.
Yeah, double save, and now Aeon, like we mentioned, Aeon Disc on Amar. It's just like the targeting for him is not easy. Full Swift Blink and 4K gold still on this Terrorblade.
Dire are scanning.
Well, over they go here, OG.
Get the jump.
He's just going to go straight away with the chrono to take down BZM. BZM does have buyback if he wants to come in on this again.
They won't do it though. They get the perfect grab as soon as hey, it's potentially hard for them. Chronosphere down for 2 minutes. But a big catch from Sumail.
Let's see what Secret can do with this. I mean, Roshan, of course, still there. Neither team stepped over to try for it.
I just realized how, oh my, 961 gold for the kill. And he also found an Obs Ward on the high ground too, so. Good injection of 1,200 gold to Sumail. Well, she now has an Ice Scotty, and yeah, like you said, Roche is up.
All right, Secret's going to go for this.
OG's
they're heading over with the 3 of them, OG. They're smoked up as well. Let's see the...
Ooh, the illusion.
Ooh, okay.
He got baited.
Let's just give him more time for Secret to finish off this Roshan. As here's the buyback. Buyback from BZM. They don't want to let Secret get away with this Roche. Jump forward from Sumail. Yuragi's ready to stand tall at the front of this fight and start to push back Secret. We'll see Nisha jump over towards Amar. Amar will get the burrow strike off. There's the lasso. BZM will lock down Ice. That's Ice gone. Yuragi, he'll step over towards Nisha now. Nisha gets the triple.
He's out of mana.
Trying to get out, but indeed he's got no mana to jump. Jump forward from Sumail. He's trying to hold them back away from Nisha. Nisha is in trouble. He's trying to run, but the reflection will catch him. The damage from Yuragi takes him out.
And that Roche is low, half HP. Creep to scout it.
They did have to use 3 buybacks here, OG.
Yuragi.
Puppy. And YapzOr still trying to push away. Sumail's going to jump back in.
Another buyback, Nisha.
This is an opportunity maybe for Secret to stop Yuragi from getting his hands on this Roche.
Meta's about to finish.
Puppy jumps in with a blast. They're rolling forward. There's the swap save. He's up to the high ground. Yuragi's going to be able to reset himself. Momentary disruption from Tiger to try and keep Nisha alive, but he'll still tick out low to the Magnetize over to the side. Secret make the jump back in. They take out Tiger.
And now they kill out the Venge too.
I mean, Yuragi just got himself shipped out a refresher orb. He's popped it. He's ready to get back in for the fight if he wants to.
That could catch him off guard.
But Secret, they're committing in to finish this Roche, and it doesn't look like Yuragi wants to do this 2 versus 4. So Secret, they'll win this fight. This Roshan will be theirs.
I mean, that was absolutely huge. It's a big Roche getting a full Ags now onto Sumail with that Mjolnir.
Yeah, the patience from Secret is paid off.
And getting
themselves a huge reward and jump up.
And they keep catching. They catch Amar at the start of the fight. They kill him almost instantly. Then they catch the 2 supports. They're just getting on the right heroes every time. As the Absol finds BZM.
He's going to catch him.
BKB, no TP available.
Yeah, he's not getting out. Sumail will drop the chrono. No messing around. BZM's gone. He's dead. 2 minutes. No buyback on BZM.
And now Sumail, on top of an Ags being given to him from a Roche, he's got a Scotty too.
That's just an insane amount of jump up here for Sumail's farm with that pickup around the pit.
It's just multiple fights where Amar is just fully controlled. Like, nothing was done from the Sand King in that last fight at all. Great execution and great, like bold plays even from Puppey. The blink into Scatter Blast a couple times in this fight was pretty huge too. Being able to get that off as a 5 is massive.
Let's see how much of a push Secret can come in with.
Radiant's middle
Still
tower
over a minute without BZM on the defensive. Amar teasing with the idea of jumping out on this, but it's going to be tricky with Nisha having the Aegis. He's going to try for it. They're going to find Ice. Straight away they go for Ice. Yuragi's in on top of him. They'll take him out. Ice gone. Now they're ready to step towards the next target. Yuragi takes out Puppey with ease. Tiger will get jumped. Yuragi is going to stand here against Nisha and Sumail. Going to be a bit cautious around this Terrorblade still. Lincoln Sphere will get popped here from Sumail. Sumail jumps back in for Amar, but Amar's up to the high ground with the Burrow Strike. Roll forward, Yuragi steps to the side. Quick blink. Oh, Absol goes
that was
deep.
fast.
Oh, that's nice. He gets a big stone setup, kick back. Yuragi's got the BKB good to go. Puppey jumps out to the side. He did buy back for this. He's got to be careful. He's going to start kissing towards Yuragi, but Puppey goes down. The bashes are there. They brought down Yuragi. It's a big kill for Secret. Yuragi, he'll buy back in response. Amar jumps back to safety. Sumail tried to chase. He'll be able to time walk back out in time. Nisha even throwing the Lincolns upon him.
That was
extra bit of protection.
That was so fast from YapzOr. The blink into the stone and to kick him out of the base and out of position. And since Sumail has Scotty, it's like as soon as he's in meta form, this TB can't actually move. He has to hold his ground. Execution is at a 10 right now.
Yeah,
Secret.
Huge stuff from Secret. Breaking through the fact that Yuragi is as farmed as he is. We'll see him mid. Amar setting up a little bit onto Nisha. Misha, can he get in range in time? He can't. Nisha's fine. Still 2 minutes on the Aegis as well here for Nisha to play with. And of course now for OG, they're the ones in the real danger zone. You know, Yuragi with that buyback, he dies, the game will be over.
Like, look how fast this was. The quick dodge, then YapzOr's like, nope, gotcha. Now that was pretty damn cool.
I mean, exactly what they needed. They've been struggling to kill Yuragi all game. That sort of setup and positioning, forcing him down to the low ground and away from any sort of safety, gets the opportunity open for Secret to take him down.
This is a great game. Thank God we got a game 3.
That's a scary few minutes for OG. Secret.
What's the buyback situation looking like? Amar, he shows himself bottom.
Sumail, he's got the chrono.
Aeon disc cooldown.
He's grabbed him. Amar's gone.
100 seconds. Does have buyback available. But Amar, multiple times now just getting caught. Is he eating the Ags, Nisha? He has his Ags in his backpack.
He's got the recipe coming out in the courier?
I thought he did, but I don't know where it is. He'll go pick it up from base or something. He'll have it in a moment. Refresher now on the bat.
The Ghosts are up. Secret, they want to try and push high ground whilst they have the Aegis and Cheese still.
And just double protecting themselves with the Lincolns.
Sumail. Teasing around with them here.
They saw BZM on the side.
lot of damage onto Nisha, but 20 seconds until that Aegis goes. They've got to keep their eye on that expiring.
These flame breaks are adding up. Nisha
Radiant's bottom tower.
almost ticking out. He is going to tick
He
out.
does. Nice them out. Again, trying to force them back and make space for the tier 3 to go down. They'll get it. 25 seconds still until Amar's back in. Jump forward from Yapsa. Oh, he's got it again. He's got it again. He's in with the stone form. Pushes back Yuragi. Yuragi, he's in a dangerous position. They've got to help him out. The bash is there. Yuragi will stand his ground. There's the jump. Easier. Pots the refresher. He's able to jump. Get the lasso off onto Samael. Have they got the damage? They do. Burrow strike from Amar. They take down Samael. Over towards Nisha they look, but he's remnanting up to the high ground, away from the Terrorblade. Puppey jumps back in with the Scatter Blast onto BZM. Defensive disruption from Tiger. Keeps BZM safe. BZM tries to run another snake.
Nisha's dying.
With the swamp. Keeps BZM alive. Nisha's gone. As OG will be able to put together the defense there. Crucial buyback coming in from Amar to help out.
It's 1:40 seconds without the Ember Spirit at the very least if you'd like to buy back. So 2 minutes probably without Nisha. The damage that he starts kicking out, it's so fast how quick he does die when he jumps in without expecting the Terrorblade with that Venge Aura.
I mean, again, it was a solid attempt from Secret to start the fight. We're seeing
Close.
Yapso getting these grabs, getting Yuragi kicked out of the base, but it really was sort of BZM saving the day. They're getting him with the refresher, so he could get that second blink into the lasso.
Because did he even use the first? I don't even know if he used the first. I think that was just a refresh for a blink to get on top of the face of the void.
I think it was.
Like, it was super clutch. Like, look at this. Yeah, he just refreshed for the blink. He knows how important it is just to get the grab.
Yeah.
Really cool. Didn't point this out also, he was hanging out to Fey Grenade most of the game just to break Lincolns. He's been swapping between that and Flicker just to deal with these Lincolns that we've seen on the side of Secret. And yeah, 70 seconds, they're trying to get something big out of it.
I've got a refresher on Samael now.
Okay, so 2 Chronos.
There's a DD rune hovering at the top half of the river. No eyes on it right now, but OG, if they sweep over, they may catch this. Yeah, they'll see it now. So there's going to be a DD thrown into the mix for the next fight. And still, yeah, 50 seconds, no Nisha.
Are they picking up a bottle for it, or is he just going to grab it? He's got one, okay.
Yeah. There's actually a bottle chilling in the Roshan pit as well. Bottles all over the place.
Oh, look at that.
They're going to try and smoke here, Secret. I mean, if anything, maybe just for defensive reasons, just to stay inside the base, make sure that OG don't get the jump into the high ground if OG were looking for it.
Yeah, when you're playing versus this Bat Rider, it's always scary. You have to be smoked up. And continuously, BZM still holding Fey Grenade to break Lincolns, swapping between Flicker. Just always looking for that opportunity. Because he doesn't have an item to actually proc it. He needs his neutral item to proc those. Yeah, DD and Yuragi's bottle. They do have the Dispel, right? They do have the Witchbane from the side of Sumail that I've seen him use a couple times. I think even on the Aeon disc, I think he got it one of the times earlier. A lot to keep track of in these fights. I'm trying to keep track of the SD Demonic Cleanse in some of these fights too, because it is important versus some of these silences, just constantly purging them off, but my god, there's so much happening.
Yeah, the buybacks, as you can see, very much what you have to keep your eyes on right now.
Yeah, that's probably the most important.
The longest and the biggest one right now being that of Samael. 5 minutes, his buybacks on cooldown.
Mm-hmm. Yuragi's all in, Moonshard spot, they get a grab.
They get a grab.
And it's going to be a quick kill. 2100 crits.
They also get the Fear connection onto Puppey. Puppey's in trouble as well. Now put the Ghost, put the Glimmer. Could get the side somehow, he's in with the Chrono. He's caught the 2 of them. Straight away they'll look to take down Misha, focus the Vengeful Spirit, they'll get him. Now he'll move over towards Yuragi, refresher. Second Chrono, Samael's able to continue to lock him down, but does he have the damage? The BKB was off in time for Yuragi, he's the swap. Misha gets Yuragi back to safety, he's looking for a Sunder, but he's been silenced, doesn't matter, Satanic Pop. He's back up to full HP, but the burst control, the Fear, they've locked him down. Yuragi's gone, triple kill for Samael. They only have buyback on BZM, everybody else is dead, out of the game. A minute and a half still on the buyback from Yuragi. The smiles there from Samael.
GG.
I think he knows they've got it. GG's called. Secret. With that last fight there, they'll take the game. They'll take the series.
Look at the damage in that last fight is insane. What is it? The 5 Remnant burst into just Sumail sticking his ground. Wow. What a series. That last game was probably the best